I like winners, and I do like guys that have had experience of turning things around.
The beautiful thing about football is that every week you have the opportunity to write a new script.
It's one snap at a time. One snap, that's the only play that matters. And our guys are sold in and bought in on it.
Bringing the energy, bringing the intensity, coming out for our fans, playing, hard-nosed, steel-town football.
Intercepted! It's Stavros Katsantonis, and the Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family!
Coming off their first win of 2025, the Ticats prepare to meet a familiar foe, the defending Grey Cup champions.
Dennis McKnight, I'm the special teams coordinator for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and I've been coaching football 20 years.
And then I'm coming right back to this guy.
Last year at the end of the season, it was a feel-good story. We started 0-5, came back and basically had a chance to make the playoffs.
Tiger Cats with 2 games left in the regular season, and there will not be playoffs this year.
At the exit interview, the one thing that was said first by Scott, our head coach, guys, we can say it was a good deal, it was nice, but it wasn't fucking good enough. There's 8 teams up here that should have the mindset at the end of the season wasn't good enough, because you didn't finish with the trophy.
For the second time in 3 years, Toronto is the Grey Cup champion.
I mean, the team that won last year, we beat 3 times. That don't mean nothing. Wasn't good enough.
These used to be 2 solitudes. But if you drive the Queen Elizabeth Way now, you never really leave a city. And so the them versus us part has become a bit blurry. But dig a little, and it's still there. The tribal lines remain drawn. Toronto-Hamilton, Argos Ticats. Part of what tells you who you are is knowing who you're not. In Hamilton, we're tougher, and we're meaner, and we'll eat them raw on the football field.
Kenny Lawler, wide receiver, 8-year vet. This rivalry is not one to mess with, not one to take lightly. Just going through practice, the energy, the atmosphere that was just, it was high, it was intense.
Stavros Katsantonis, free safety, and I've been in the CFL for the last 5 years now. I think that's the initiation of, being a Ticat is, you don't like that team up to QEW.
Just, the excitement in the guys' eyes, how they talked about this rivalry, it was something that was there, took it personal.
I've been a Ticats fan my whole life. I've been to this stadium every single year, and each week we represent this logo. I would go to war with it.
We don't like them up there. I've played my whole career here in Hamilton, and there's an animosity towards anyone that wears blue.
BMO Field in Toronto, and the rivalry is going to heat up tonight as the Tiger Cats take on the defending Grey Cup champion Toronto Argonauts.
Not only is it a rival, but it's an East Division opponent, so you got to take advantage of winning those football games as much as you can because they add up down the stretch.
We are creeping closer to kickoff as the Battle of Ontario takes center stage on Friday Night Football for this huge East Division meeting between the 1 and 2 Ticats and the 1 and 3 Toronto Argonauts.
Showtime. That's what we live for. Come on.
And we are underway. Here's one of those red zone opportunities for the Argos. Second goal from the Hamilton 3. Handoff to Brown, left side, and he's going to be into the end zone. Touchdown, Argonauts. It's a 2-yard score. Argos up 7-0 early. We'll see how the Ticats respond.
I knew what type of game it was going to be. It was going to be a gritty. It's going to be, tough. It's going to be, hard fought back. And I wanted to just show the boys that, I carry that same intensity, knowing and understanding what this rivalry is about.
Mitchell looking, floats it deep over the middle, end zone, it is caught! Touchdown! Touchdown Cats! Climb the ladder, Kenny Lawler!
When that happened on your very first play, it was just like, you're about to be unstoppable. Don't matter how many people are going to be on you. You're about to be unstoppable.
He's going to chuck one deep, and it is caught! Touchdown! Touchdown Cats! Are you kidding me? Kenny Lawler!
Let's do what we do with great execution. Let's get to our technique faster than they get to their technique. And things will take care of itself, and it did.
Football looking downfield. He won. Near side deep, and it's caught. Touchdown! Kenny Lawler, a hat trick.
Kenny Lawler touchdown after touchdown was a pretty cool thing to see, and then wouldn't take back one to the house. There's nothing like seeing a special teams touchdown.
45-50, and he is gone. Isaiah Wooden, touchdown! Touchdown!
50 points on the scoreboard is always a fun thing to see as a team.
Tiger Cats take home a victory at BMO Field tonight.
Great team win, right? 3-phase win. Special teams, we gave one up. All right, but we got it back. And the returns were great all night. Offense, that's what you're fucking supposed to do. It's 2 in a row, right? 2 in a row, start stacking, and we know what we got next week.
Hey, career high in yards tonight. Kenny Lawler, be that
It wasn't some magic pregame talk. It was simply guys knowing that we are firmly in control of our own destiny. Other guys, other teams, they're just a part of our journey.
The big story of the first part of the season has been the explosive Hamilton offense and the instant impact of star receiver Kenny Lawler. But the Ticats also picked up a big name on the other side of the ball. And after more than 400 days away from the field, Reggie Stubblefield prepares to make his black and gold debut.
Reggie Stubblefield, defensive back, 3 years. Never missed a year of football. This was my first major injury that took me out for a whole year. I can remember the play vividly, probably about a hand away from sacking Zach Loris. I felt a little shove in my back. The moment I took that step, I felt the pop. All I remember is looking at my team, it was like, I can't get up. That's when I was like devastated and heartbroken, because that moment when the game was taken all away from me, once I was carted off the field and heard that my season was over, I went into like a deep like depression. Going through the recovery process at first, it was tough, learning how to walk again. Then learning just how to step right, step left, jump high, jump left. I kept getting better every day. I kept focusing, kept training, kept working hard. Just leading up to that game, man, I just wanted to make sure I was in the zone to where like nothing could stop us from getting this win. And to show the fans, show the CFL, like this is why Reggie Stubblefield's here.
The Ottawa Red Blacks make their first trip of the season to Hamilton. Some of the many friends of Ted Gavaya have arrived from across the country to cheer on the Ticats and to support Ted during his battle with cancer.
Ted and I go back to high school. He's been my best friend for over 35 years. When he texted me, the Oskee wee wee, that was our code. And I got that text message and I was happy, man. I knew, like the way it was over, we finally had our guy.
I've been very fortunate to see kind of the impact that he's made on players, coaches, people in general, from coast to coast.
We all know that the CFL is a special family. It's been emotional, but it's also been great for us to all come together and share some laughs and talk about Ted. The best thing that Ted can have now is this medicine of the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
It is a steamy night in Steeltown as the 2-2 Tiger Cats get set to host the 1-4 Ottawa Red Blacks.
They're 1-4. They need to win. The Tiger Cats have the opportunity to be number 1 in the East.
Hey, it feels a little flat in here right now. All right, you better fucking get your piss hot. You've worked all off season, all training camp for an opportunity to play in big games, to make a statement. Show them who we are tonight. Let's get it going.
It felt amazing, like it really did, to finally put on that black and gold, to finally wear it and play in a real live action game, I had goosebumps like during the national anthem leading up to the game because I was like, yeah, it's showtime now.
Y'all know what time it is. I'm fucking seeing red. I'm fucking seeing red. Turn on with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Send their ass home on 3. 1, 2, 3. Send their ass home. Hey, it's the only thing I'm gonna say to you tonight, because there ain't nothing to be said. I don't want anybody in here playing cautious, playing, oh God, I don't want nothing bad to happen. Do you hear me? If you are, then tell me now. 1, 2, 3.
It was a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of anxious to go out there and hit somebody because I waited so long, 400 days. I want to say this was the first drive, and they dumped it off a little flat route to the fullback. And he's running towards the sideline. And I'm like, this is it. Like, this is the hit that's going to knock off all the rest. And I laid a good little hit on him as he was going out the sideline. And I'm like, yeah, we're back.
Hey, go team. Hey, good shit, Petey.
So they load up again after the penalty. Brown, pump fake, steps up, end zone toss, touchdown. The rookie Keelan White. Brown is sacked by Casey Sales, taken down at the 40. Ottawa's forced to punt. Isaiah Wooden chase back just inside his 15 to take this one. 56-yard punt. See what kind of return Wooden can get. Gets around, turning it up. Isaiah Wooden. Here we go. He takes a spin at midfield and finally goes down at the Ottawa
50. 15-yard chip shot is good. 6:01 to play here in the second quarter. 7-4 Red Blacks lead. Ticats find themselves trailing from the get-go. Bo Levi has the ball again. Looking, has one-on-one deep. Kenny Lawler! Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown, Cats! Are you kidding me? Kenny Lawler!
Holy moly! Did I tell you that was a catch of the century?
Looks to the near side, pump fake, looking, firing, deep, near sideline, intercepted! Inside the 5-yard line. It's an INT for Jamal Peters.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep trying Jamal Peters like Jamal Peters is some 5'11" DB. This guy's so well over 6 foot.
Empty backfield, looking, has time, will fire deep, far sideline, and is intercepted again! Jamal Peters at the Ottawa 43, another INT. Constantino is going to launch one into the stratosphere. Pimpleton makes, he dropped it at the 20, and the Tiger Cats recover at the Ottawa 15-yard line. It's Mac Benatine.
Wow, Benatine, one of my favorite players. He's been playing extremely well all camp.
Let's go, baby!
Levi on first down. He's going to have to reset. He's going to have to run out of the pocket. And he will fake the shovel pass. Gets to the 10, down to the 5. And it should be a first down run. It's a motion in the Ticats backfield. Bo Levi Mitchell has the football. Looking, firing. Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown, Cats! Kenny Lawler! It's a 3-yard TD. And the Tiger Cats, for the first time tonight, have the lead. The victory formation for the Tiger Cats.
They start the clock. That's another one, baby!
The Tiger Cats pick up a big W over another divisional opponent. Montreal, Toronto, and now Ottawa all taste defeat at the hands of the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who win it tonight, 23-20.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Ticats win! Yeah.
That was a great fucking win. Those that are going to Woody's, nobody gets hurt. Let's be smart. Have a great time. All right, and we'll talk tomorrow.
On the road to be fucking great, we gotta understand that's how you play fucking 4 quarters of football, man. We understand this shit not gonna be easy, bro. Everybody in the league is starting to see who the fuck we are and who the fuck we believe we are. Keep that shit fucking going, man. Stay fucking focused on the goal. Do not fucking get comfortable, man. Connection, compete, fucking great cook. All right, let's go, man. 1, 2, 3.
Not always pretty, but effective.
Yeah, I mean, it's you have to win some games like that. We all need to take ownership for what happened in the first half, myself included. But it's more important how you finish.
No matter what the circumstances, it's always tough to beat a team 2 weeks in a row. But the challenge can bring great rewards. The return game in Ottawa represents an opportunity to take early control of the CFL East.
On the road, it's a time to get closer, to know your guys a little bit more. It's just a time to just be able to grow with your guys, and that's what I love the road trips for as well.
As a player, I loved in the NFL going on road trips. I didn't have family members calling me about tickets. I didn't worry about who we're meeting after the game, what restaurant, where. I'd go on the plane, get a book, or you play Yahtzee, or you do something, and now your mind's just on the game. I don't have distractions. So road trips, actually, if you prepare the guys right, is better than home games, other than you don't have your fans, because mentally you just got the game to think about.
It's hard to face a team back to back. It don't matter how bad a team's doing, how good a team's doing. It's hard to beat a professional team twice back to back.
Ticats and the Red Blacks, part deux, this time at TD Place Stadium in Ottawa. Looks to be a beautiful night for a football game and a beautiful night for a rematch as well. Back to back in the CFL, there's nothing like it.
We're going to see Ottawa Red Blacks' best football today, Rick. They just lost to the Hamilton Ticats in a game. I'm sure that they were in the locker room like, all we had to do was cut down the mistakes and we could have won the game. And Hamilton's like, man, this game shouldn't have been close. And this is the perfect time to see who's right.
Levi looking, he will heave one downfield for Kenny Lawler, caught, touchdown, touchdown Cats, Kenny Lawler, TD number 8.
I like the way that the Hamilton Ticats have came out this game. Right now, they're just enforcing their will. Hamilton's just winning the line of scrimmage. These boys are playing tough up front.
Tiger, eat her up!
Long, 18 yards to go. Running around, tuck it in deep, open receiver to Keandre Smith.
It is Mitchell, handoff, Trayshawn Ward, touchdown! Touchdown Cats, and for the first time in his CFL career, the rookie Trayshawn Ward finds pay dirt. Justin Crum, 5 yards deep into the end zone, will heave one, far sideline, and it is intercepted! Destin Talberts with the INT, his first of the season. Rumbles left side into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Cats, and the Tiger Cats get the job done tonight. They beat the Ottawa Red Lions.
You know, again, anything that's contagious. Once we started winning, well, that's what they expect. The guys believe. We know we're good, not in an arrogant or cocky way. We've worked hard. We've paid the dues. You know, it's time now to, reap the benefits, which is go out and play good, but we got to play good for 4 quarters and in all 3 phases, not just 1 or 2.
There's a reason visiting Eastern teams often struggle in Vancouver. The longest road trip of the season, a cross-Canada flight, 3 time zones, and no real time to adjust.
From my experience on being on the road as a CFL player, you have to be very smart about how you're sleeping on the flight, the type of places you're gonna go to in the city, where you're gonna eat at, making sure that you can find a good place to where you're lifting, recovering at. There can be some things that can be challenging, but you learn how to handle them.
I always love kind of the travel trips, and you get to stop in each cool Canadian city across the country, go to your restaurant or what have you, your little place that you have there. Maybe share that in with a friend of yours, have a coffee at the Canada Place waterfront when you're in Vancouver.
4-2, huh? Good start to the season.
Love it. Yeah. First 2 weeks were tough.
Yeah, it's crazy when you look back on it and you're like, okay, you lose the first game, and obviously you expect to win. Like you never think like, oh, we're gonna lose, and then you do lose, and then you have to go through like the.
And the Tiger Ticats looking at an 0-2 start.
This is just not what you want to see.
We're all there, mentally, like, because you're so hyped up for the season, and you lose, and you're like, what are we doing? Slash, like, what do we do wrong? I think things are just started clicking a little bit faster this year.
Yeah.
Going into the season, having your core group of guys still from like last year, and they're healthy too, going into the facility every day and like having that brotherhood, and then winning and having that like that joy and like happiness after the game, man. It's like there's nothing better.
Yeah,
like,
makes all the
for that little bit of
the bruises
time.
and bumps not feel a little less hurt for a little bit.
And
I almost feel like it's that grind of like, oh yeah, like everyone's kind of feeling like you look at each other, you're like, dude, like yeah, your shoulders hurting, no, your legs hurting. Dude, it's like, let's go, here we go.
Joint,
and then it's like before you know it, it's like it's time to play another game because they're just happening so quickly. I always enjoy like those quick turnaround games.
The quick turnarounds. Get in, get out, get the W, fly back 5.5 hours.
And then go handle Edmonton next week.
Yeah.
You got to condition guys that you don't worry about time zones and times. Oh, geez, it's a 5 o'clock game or it's 1 o'clock. Where you are, that's what time it is.
From BC Place Stadium, it's the 4-2 Hamilton Tiger Cats against the 3-4 BC Lions.
Let's see what he does. Throwing now on first down. Opening possession, Ticats. It is complete. And it is, it comes out. Keaton Brugling had it. It is BC football. Butler, touchdown. James Butler against his old squad. Mitchell with time. Deep shot. Gets it to Tim White.
Constantino to put it down. Legio puts it up and through. Handoff is to Butler. Up the middle. Touchdown Lions. James Butler for the second time tonight is into the end zone.
Mitchell, lots of time, deep shot again, intercepted. Come on! What a pick by Robert Turner!
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the Tiger Cats. Bo Levi looking, steps up into the pocket, he's going to run again to the 5, now he chucks it to Keandre Smith with a touchdown! Touchdown Cats! What a nifty play by Bo Levi Mitchell! It's the Lions 33, the Tiger Cats 23. 10-point lead is the biggest since the first quarter when BC led 14-3. The Tiger Cats, who by the way have not led at all in this game, looking to cut into the Lions lead. Bo Levi is going to chuck one deep.
Let's go!
And it is caught! Touchdown! Touchdown Cats! Are you kidding? Brendan O'Leary Orange, a 44-yard strike, and it's a 3-point game again. Don't go away. 85 seconds to play in this ball game. Greg Bell with the catch at the 50. Midfield line and tackled at the first down marker. The sticks will move. And it's Mitchell with a 4-man pass rush.
Go!
Throwing over the middle. It's caught. Keandre Smith down to the 1-yard line. First down at the BC 1.
Come on,
20
baby.
seconds to go.
Let's go.
It's Bo Levi in the gun. Levi is going to throw it.
Let's go!
Touchdown! Touchdown, Cats! Keandre Smith!
And that's real football, baby.
Tiger Cats win it 37-33.
Hey, that's a dub. That's 5 in a row.
There's not much time to savor the victory before embarking on the second longest road trip of the season to take on the Elks at Commonwealth Stadium. This time, the team has some new travel companions. 2 longtime seasons ticket holders who will get the chance to join the Ticats on the flight to Edmonton.
I'm Alan Lovett. I've been a Ticat fan my whole life, season ticket holder since 1988. Tickets have been in my family for well over 50 years now.
Rob Morash. I grew up around the corner from the stadium. Feel very lucky to be invited to go with the team out to Edmonton. It's very exciting and very appreciative.
My first memories are going to Ticat games. That's my family. We've got 11 tickets. I've been since '88. I've been a fan for almost 40 years. I've seen them win one damn time, and it's a 9-team league. It's killing me. They've been so close so many times.
The Jays and the Ticats.
Jays and the Ticats.
This is going to be the year.
That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Today's a big day, man.
Game day, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Game day, baby.
On our way to the stadium. Going to do apparently a little walkout on the field. Chrysler Stadium. Just imagine back in the day when they were filling this bloody thing, 50,000 people. It's insanity. Beautiful day for a game, man.
Count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins in a row for the Hamilton Tiger Cats as the struggling Elks at 1-5. They're in desperation mode to get a W in Edmonton at Commonwealth Stadium. And it's a hot one in Edmonton today.
Game's a game, you know. You prepare each week like you're trying to win a game. It don't matter who it is. If the team hasn't won a game, if the team is undefeated.
The obvious is their record was what it was, and, you know, our record was this. You know, we don't look at things like a trap game or oh, they're hot or oh, they're this, that. It's literally not a cliche. It's one snap at a time. One snap, that's the only play that matters. And our guys are sold in and bought in on that.
Isaiah Wooden Sr. is going to return the kickoff quickly to the 10, 20, 25, 30, and still going, and finally out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the blitz. Mitchell unloads. It is caught at the 5 and down to the 1 and into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Cats! Keandre Smith, and the Cats are on the board quick.
Hell yeah! Get to another one.
As Fajardo lines up in the gun, Rankin behind him. Two tight ends. Rankin up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown for the Elks. And Edmonton answers back. Let's go Levi. Looking for a receiver, and he's going to avoid a tackle. And now throws it downfield. It is caught at the Edmonton 2. We're going to press pause on this football game with 18 seconds to go in the third quarter due to lightning.
Don't overanalyze or think what I'm going to do. I hope I'm not going to get tight or whatever. Your blood flows up. Adrenaline is the strongest drug in the world. That's why when you have a heart attack, they stick an adrenaline needle in you. You're already there mentally and physically, okay? Now you get to rest a little. Now just lay there and close your eyes, visualize a little bit about making a play, or if something didn't go right, what I got to do. Basically, I think it helped us. It was a good break. It was hot. The air quality there was not good. I think the lightning rain delay came at the perfect time and helped us get a second win, just being honest.
Realistically, any of the 9 teams in this league can win any week, regardless of power ranking or record. It's really who comes up that day and who shows up on the football field.
Jarno is going to let one rip downfield, and it is intercepted! It's Stavros Kansatonis! Mitchell looks, fires over the middle, Tim White goes, touchdown! And the Tiger Cats, with 2:01 to play, have retaken the lead. And the Tiger Cats are going to be winners of 6 straight games.
Edmonton definitely could have easily been, labeled a trap game, but I think for us it was just going out there and executing, doing our jobs, and there was definitely a lot of back and forth, but I don't think anyone on that sideline, especially with what we had been through in the previous games, had ever doubted that we weren't going to win that football game, and when you do, it's just that much sweeter.
What effect the delay had in the game, do you think?
I don't know that it had any other than kind of let us catch our breath as coaches. We got to reevaluate things we were doing. I know we made a change defensively and played our best quarter of football for sure in the fourth quarter.
Getting out of there in Edmonton was great because, obviously it was a hard-fought battle. And, just to be able to continue the win streak, it was great.
You're always cautiously optimistic. We're happy to be back on our home turf. For me, everybody has their own game day traditions, but we're lucky enough to have a friend that lives here in the neighborhood. They're kind enough to welcome us pre and usually post game as well.
How are we doing? Hey, let's get after it tonight. I love that shirt, bro. Tonight's our night. I just talked to Monson. I sent Monson. I got to show you. I sent him this morning.
Outside, we're gonna get him out outside. We're gonna go. We're not gonna stop to cross that goal line. Man, this is the team that I say is good. Well, I say we're better.
This is the whole skyline, right there. So it's Ivor Wind, Skyway. We used to sit up top there. This means a lot to us as a
community, as a city, as a team. Hamilton sports is huge. Between Schaefer going #1 overall in the draft and Shai having the success that he has in OKC, this is a great sports community, but the Ticats are kind of, driving the bus.
Tigers! Eat 'em all! Let's go!
Home at last for a rematch with the Lions, riding a 6-game winning streak. It's a special day in Hamilton. Hometown hero Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is being celebrated following his MVP and championship season. And where better to honor him than at a place so close to so many Hamiltonians' hearts.
I've always been so proud to be from this city, and it means the world to know that I am someone that the city is proud of.
Big day in the Hammer. We are moments away from kickoff in Steeltown as the 6-2 Hamilton Tiger Cats get set to host the 3-5 BC Lions.
Every single fucking play, every single fucking quarter, every single fucking moment, do it for your goddamn brother 1-0.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep this shit fucking alive, you feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Gotta make it 7 and starting now. Mark Leggio with the kickoff. The Lions won the toss. They get the ball. And bringing it out there is Seven McGee. Gets it up across the 40. One of the explosive returners in the Canadian Football League this season so far. Great punt. Chases him back inside the 30. Wooden, after a 59-yard punt, a great return. It's still going. Oh, Isaiah Wooden. Could he be doing it again? Another return touchdown for this Hamilton standout. His first punt return TD of the year to go along with 2 and kickoff returns, and the Ticats just like that have the lead.
Capacity crowd, sold out crowd, 13-7 is the score.
No, it's not good enough right now. The defense has been out on the field for quite a bit. Ticats defense has been on the field for 19 minutes.
James Butler into the end zone and a touchdown again against his old team. 7-6, but here comes Rourke to the right, caught inside the 10. Javon Catoy pushing, touchdown BC. They're going for it, 3rd and 2 at the BC 3. Mitchell, touchdown. Shamar Bridges, kind of the forgotten man so far this season in that Hamilton receiving corps. But their top rookie from 2024 has a touchdown there. A point after away from taking the lead again. First and goal at the 3, Mazzoli. Keeps it 3-2-1. Touchdown. Hamilton football. Getting close to midfield. Push from Matthew Betts, but Mitchell gets it away. Oh, Teddy Lawler. 2nd and 4th and 9. Touchdown, Keandre Smith. Speaking of him, does it again. He hit the winning touchdown against BC in the big comeback 2 weeks ago.
There was never a doubt, I don't think, in anyone's mind that we had a chance to win that game.
4 seconds left to play to tie the game at 38.
First of all, he's dear to my heart because he's Italian. I have a fondness there being from New York City and growing up. So he's tough, and he's mentally tough. He had 35, 6, 7 in a row. I don't know how many. But you miss one, guess what? The only kick that matters is the next one up.
Leggio. It's up and through. We're all even at 38-38 in this first overtime. Lawler in motion to the left. Mitchell looking that way. Deflected but caught by Tim White coming back to the ball. It comes out. It's BC's ball. White up and through. And the BC Lions turn the tables on the Ticats and get a much-needed victory here in Hamilton.
You can't win them all. But after a string of slow starts the past few years, the Ticats are out of the gate fast, in first place in the CFL East. The halfway point of the season is approaching. Up next, the best team in the West so far, the Saskatchewan Roughriders. And after that, it's Labor Day. And you know what that means.